Brady and Belichick. Yes, it is. Brady and Belichick, the two beat the Rams in the Super Bowl to start the dynasty 17 years ago. Last night, the two won their 6th Super Bowl together. The first player and coach to win that many Super Bowls, respectively. Some say Bill couldn't do it without Brady. Some say Brady couldn't do it without Bill. Regardless, the two together have been unstoppable. Cece, how do you put this in perspective? How remarkable is this run by these two gentlemen?
It's hard to put it because I don't think that you can equate every year. You're losing 60% of your players in free agency. That's what we deal with. 60% of every roster is changing every single year. And Belichick teaches a type of football that all 1,800 players in the NFL, they can't play for him. There's only a select group of guys that can play. The way he coaches, the way he runs his business, the way he attacks it, they know that there's only a small group. They get the group. They're not worried about the rest of the group. They get the guys that are going to be sponges to the way they teach and the way that they're going to operate. And how he's been able to do that through the NFL changing, through the rules changing, he's changed his overall philosophy, but his continuity. Offensive line coach Dante Scarnecchia there, 17 of the 19 years. Josh McDaniel, the only coach to leave the family, come back, go away, the prodigal son, and Bill lets him back in. Everyone else, he's not letting them back into the room. There's a reason why he does that. But that overall continuity, running back coach has been there, I think, 16 of the 19 years there. So what they've done is phenomenal. Them believing in Tom Brady, and how they got those first 2 or 3 Super Bowl wins with a running game. Dominant, very, very physical, a dominant defense, and great special teams. And now we go back to Super Bowl VI. They go back to the original way that they won. They didn't throw the ball up and down the field. They were ball control, great special teams. We're going to hold the team down, and we're just going to play more solid physical football. So it's remarkable to me. I haven't seen anything like it.
And the NFL is built to prevent it.
Yes.
That is what, this is why, to me, this is...
Right now at Park Avenue, they're going through the schedule for next year.
Right.
Man, they go on Thursday nights, they go on Monday nights, they getting ready, they're going to play in every possible time slot. So it is set up. You're picking last in the draft. You're going to have the worst and the toughest schedule of all the teams. So it's set up for you to fail.
And the league is set up for everyone to go 8-8. Like, this is the parity league. This is the greatest dynasty in the modern era. Like, and it's the only, if we want to remove the modern era, it's the only true long-term dynasty like this that didn't have built-in structural advantages. So how did the Celtics win 8 straight and 11 of 13? They were one of the first teams to really welcome in multiple black players. They had Bill Russell. They had a structural advantage. UCLA, how did they do it? Well, they were able to, let's just say, acquire the best player in high school basketball every single year. Tennessee women's basketball, UConn women's basketball. There's such a limited pool of super elite young female high school basketball players. For a time, Tennessee got all of them. Right. Now UConn was getting all of them. So they had structural advantages. Patriots ain't got no structural advantage. Patriots don't have something built in. People are like, oh, it's the division. They win the exact same percentage of games out of division as in their division. Their structural advantage is Belichick's brain and the culture there, and Brady's undying commitment to getting better, commitment to health, commitment to extending this as long as possible. It is totally unprecedented. And I can say with confidence, this in the NFL, over a 2-decade span where they won 3 of 4 to start it, and now 3 of 5 on the back end, we will never see something like this again.
Did what you saw last night change which one of these two needs the other one more? Clearly, Tom Brady's a bit on his decline, even though he was able to...
I've been in the NFL locker room, so it's not fair to ask me. No player's going nowhere without no coach. All right?
What about the other way?
Yeah, I know who Tom Brady is. I know how he evolved, and you need all those things. And don't forget the Kraft organization, because Belichick's not who he is, and Brady's not who he is if they don't have RKK there. RKK, that's Robert Kenneth Kraft.
One of the first times Chris and I were ever on TV together on somebody else's show, I think it might have been on The Herd, and this exact question came up. And I was adamant, not surprising, that it's the player, and Chris was adamant it's the coach. What we've seen since then, over the last 2 years, most notably what we've saw in the AFC Championship game and the Super Bowl, to me, that softens my stance greatly. It sure feels to me like, while Brady's the greatest quarterback I've ever seen, the secret sauce in New England starts with Bill Belichick and trickles down from there.
Good stuff. Take a break. Coming up, more from the Patriots Super Bowl win next on First Things First.